From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends, produced by Michael Leonetti. Sandy Kastel has been entertaining audiences for years on stage, screen, radio, and television. And for the next 60 minutes, she'll be talking with local and international performers, artists, authors, celebrities, and more, with special features like women in music and arts, shopping at Smith's, cooking with Chef Michael, and staying fit and fabulous forever. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Sandy Kastel Variety Show with Chef Michael. I hate when she does that, but when am I going to go? Anyway, Sandy's out Christmas shopping. It's about time, and she better get the right ring for me this year. And it better not be a Zuper Zirconia, because I'm going to check it out. Nah, I'm only teasing you. You know, we got a great guest in our studio today. One of my favorite guys. His father was Jackie Wilson, who was great. And I said to him today, I says, the greatest honor you could ever give your dad is to emulate his style and bring him and keep him alive as much as you can. You know, I caught your act. You are absolutely breathless. You are terrific.
Thank you very much.
And I really mean that. And I'm not kidding you, because I always joke about soup cans. I always say that about these people. You know, because I'm one of them guys that say, oh, you don't want to give Michael a hard time. He's going to tell it like it is. You are phenomenal.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
And you're performing tomorrow.
Performing tomorrow at the Samstown Live.
Tell them who you are.
I'm Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun.
Applause.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got, come on, it's tomorrow. Yeah, hey, Bobby.
People awake this time in the morning.
Let me tell you something, brother. We're the #1 radio show in Las Vegas. Let me say that again. #1.
Good morning, Vietnam.
That's right. I'm proud to say that because, you know, it's the people that make you that. You know, there's some people that shut me off. They go, I don't want to listen to that Italian greaseball son of a bitch. But the bottom line is that they listen. We have a great time because we got people out there all the time, always tuning in. You know, last night, Bobby, myself and the great Sandy Kastel, and Carl Grosso, the billionaire, and his lovely wife, which is Elizabeth Taylor's granddaughter.
Oh, wow.
That's Lisa Grasso's. That's Liz's granddaughter. Looks just like her grandmother. She hates, I don't want anybody to know. She said, don't tell nobody. You know, so since nobody's listening, we can say, no, I'm going to kid you. And we go out for dinner, and naturally, Yanko, Mr. Yanko is with us, and his lovely girlfriend, charming young lady, and we went to the Tuscany Grill in Henderson. Yeah, as soon as I walked in, there's my buddy Lou from the Tuscany, comes up, gives me hugs and kisses. Italian people do that. We're very affectionate people, you know. And I said, Lou, it's been so long since I haven't seen you, because we performed up here. And we sat down and had the most magnificent meal you have ever tasted in your entire life. It was great, from soup to nuts, and it was great. And we thank you, Lou and Jerry and Mike. This week we're going to be on the TV. We got Keen Television, and in fact, we got to see them tomorrow because we got a whole. I'm buying as much airtime as I possibly can.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? So we like to have you on the television show because a guy like you, people need to see.
That's awesome. I appreciate
and I really mean that. And that's why we invite you back for that, because people always want to be on. See, before we started, you know what I mean, nobody wanted to come on. It's too early in the morning. Now you got a television show, you got a radio show, and every entertainer needs as much as exposure as they can. So now everybody's your friend. They all want to come on. And I said to Sandy, I says, you know something? When people deserve to come on, bring them on.
Right.
Let them do what they do best. You know what I mean? Because people need to pay their dues. Guys like you and I, we paid our dues.
Absolutely.
And that's the hook.
I'm trying to turn this thing off.
What happened? And who's that? Your parole officer?
Yeah.
Maybe it's mine. So anyway.
You want to know where you are. You didn't report in this morning.
What's that? I don't have to. I'll buy that place and turn it into a pizzeria. But anyway, you know, we have a wonderful guest caller that just called in. And who's on the line? She's in? Is somebody on the line? Oh, she's in. Oh, well, somebody open. Oh, there she is. Bobby, open.
I thought she was chopping.
She's making a hell. I thought you were in.
She's making an entrance.
Oh, she's got her hands full. There
I
she.
got my hands full. I brought you some tissue paper
For
from
what?
Smith's.
What the hell do I want to do with this?
You've been wrapping so many Christmas gifts.
It's the
And
truth.
also, from Peter Anthony,
Yeah.
from Peter Anthony Salon, I brought you some Xenogen
The frig is that?
hair growth.
I don't need that. I don't listen.
Give me some of that.
Happy, Merry Christmas.
Hair growth.
What the frig am I going to do with this?
I'll take that.
What's that?
I'm losing my hair like yesterday.
Oh, you really?
Yeah,
Well,
it's going
Peter
away.
Anthony, I want to thank you for this Xenogen.
Treatment for
what do you
men,
swallow
huh?
this? What do you do with this?
No,
you doing?
you have to rub it on your head. Rub it on your
Let
head.
me tell you something, ladies
Rub
and
it on
gentlemen.
your
I need
head.
a belt sander to rub it into my head. Because I got a head inside of a head.
A head inside of a
I got a
head.
head inside of a head.
Yeah, I thought I'll do a little Christmas shopping this morning on my way in. So, am I backwards here? So
great.
anyway, I stopped off to see Peter Anthony over at their new salon. It's called
The new
Underground Revolution.
Underground. It's called Synogen. For you
No,
bald-headed
and it's-
bastards out there that are losing their hair, or them guys that want to get hair transplants that they can't face that they're getting old.
Hey,
You know,
I'm thinking about doing it. My
What's
hair's
that?
falling out, man.
Now, let me
It's
see.
going away.
Well, listen,
I gotta
it only
slick back. But
costs-
it's getting thinner. It's
No.
getting thinner. Yeah.
It
can
only,
always wear a
it only,
I'm doing the comb over. See this right here? That's
you're doing a comb over.
Yeah, that's a comb
Oh
over.
no.
Yeah. I'm 54. You know. It's not like I'm
Well,
a
you know,
baby.
the thing of it is let me grab this.
Yeah.
Let me grab these and shake myself up.
Unfortunately.
Synogen, it's called Revolve, and it's a treatment for men. It says professional thickening therapy, and also the conditioner, which is professional thickening hydration therapy.
I think women would like that.
And I think they have a women's version too. Yeah, you mean they'd like it that their men do this? No.
You know what's really funny? And men,
Either way.
Professional thickening
And
part.
Well, you know, women also
and
have
men
thinning of the hair
can't get a
sometimes.
friggin'
Yeah,
woman.
a lot of
I'm
women.
going home.
Yeah, well, I was talking, but
Shut up! I thought I was
I'm
gonna have
not
a-
shutting up. Anyway, so I
Well,
thought,
see, you know, my fiance, she's a hairstylist, so I hear about the hair stuff all the time.
oh, well, maybe
Yeah.
she could get this for you.
Yeah,
If
she
you
probably
can-
would.
But actually, maybe I think Peter Anthony has like an exclusive on
How
this
much is that?
here in town.
That's
I think
expensive
it's
stuff.
something like $128 a month.
$128 a month.
A month.
How much for a drop?
A month, though. No, you think about this. You're using it 30 times.
Yeah, right.
You know,
every day.
during that month.
Right.
And in 3 months, you're supposed to notice like it really starting to thicken up and everything. And so, anyway, I got some for my dad. I got some for you.
Father.
And,
He's on his way
Bobby,
out.
if
What
I
do you
would
get over
have
here for
known,
you?
if I
Gotta
would
get my
have
casket.
known, I would have
What the
picked up
hell?
an extra one for you.
No, I'll go by and get one. I'll give you
the
terrible job.
information when we're done here.
That's awesome.
But anyway, and then also, cutting what out? Nothing. But, you know, I brought you some tissue paper because he has been wrapping gifts like crazy. And every single
what you get
night,
me?
it's like on the way to go out, he goes,
gun.
he walks in with this
Got three
big
of those.
box, you know, for Alex Yanko, which we won't tell him what it is, but it's a big box. And so he says, I got to wrap this. And he used all the tissue paper to wrap the box. And I said, I got to go to Smith's and pick him up some more tissue paper.
Well, it's funny because last night Lisa Grosso walked in the house because we had a couple drinks before we left. You know, I said we're going to go to Tuscany, so they was. So Lisa said, "Oh my God, look at the presents under the tree." Because what happens is we're going to have Nazi Christmas Eve dinner. But I got to tell you, I went earlier today and ordered the cakes for the Star Resorts International party that they asked me to cater for 200
Oh,
people.
I know. That's going to
double
be
party.
a lot of fun. Do
And
I get to go too?
Yes. And then I talked
cool.
to Mike at the butcher, so I had to order.
Mike the Butcher.
Yeah, I had to order stuff, and then the produce guy, Don, to get
Don,
me
the
the peppers and I'm
produce
going to
man.
need. Because this Thursday, no, I'm sorry,
Who's the baker? What's her name?
I can't remember
We
her
got to
name.
get her name, Michael, because you know she has
incredible.
She has baked some incredible cakes for us. Have you ever had a cake from Smith's?
No.
Oh my gosh, Bobby, it's
From Smith's?
amazing.
Bobby,
From Smith's.
I'm not kidding
You
you.
would think that you
Yeah.
got it from a gourmet place,
Really?
No joke.
bakery.
No joke.
Yeah, and they make them create these
$49
beautiful looks.
a
Oh
sheet
my gosh.
That seat
Yeah.
that'll feed 100 people. I want to tell
Yeah.
you something,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen. I wish to God I could bake the way I cook, but I was never taught that way.
Yeah, I wish it too.
And I really, and
but then I'd really be,
I
I'd really be in trouble.
I really and honestly, truthfully commend those people that are in the bakery department that really could do, because that's like that's an art in itself. And I got to tell you something, their cakes is like they have back east. We used to place in South Philly called La Rosa's Bakery Shop. These were Italian people, and they made all the Italian cookies
Fresh
and the rum
bakery.
bowls. And I never heard of tiramisu till I came to Las
Look
Vegas.
at this, Bobby Brooks Wilson, December 5th, 7:30
Wow.
p.m.
Did
at
you see what the French she just
Samstown.
did? She
Oh
cut
my
me
gosh,
right out.
this
I'm
is
gonna keep
voice
talking. I don't give a rat's ass.
It says Wilson first made waves in the entertainment community for his remarkable impression of legendary Jackie Wilson. Get back here. Anyway, later to find out that the man he emulated on was his father. You mean you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I was raised in a foster home. My mom gave me up at birth.
How did you find out?
The family came out of the woodwork and wanted to know who I was.
Oh, when they saw that you were doing Jackie?
When I first got hired by Legends in Concert in 1993 in Hawaii.
Right.
Somehow the word got out, and the state.
And they said, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah, the state came out to me, wanted to see who I was, and then when they saw me, they just couldn't believe how close I was to him, without being a clone.
Right.
And then we went from there, from meeting everybody and becoming friends with everybody, and then finding out they knew my mom.
Isn't that amazing?
So
They knew your mom.
Yeah.
That tells you something right there.
yeah. So
We know her.
yeah, because finally, I mean, it took like 4 or 5 years before once somebody said, "What's your mother's name?" And that was the beginning.
That was the beginning of finding out
When
the
the
truth.
first guy told me, "I know your mother," I went, "What?" And then that was that. After that, and then I went to my mother, because I met my mother when I was in the Navy. And I was 30 years old when I met my mother.
So you were raised in foster homes.
I was raised in a foster
but you knew
home.
who your mom was.
Yeah, only one foster home. My mother
Okay.
who raised me, she just passed away. She's 96.
Uh-huh.
She raised over 400 kids.
Sorry for your loss. Yeah.
But she stayed my mom my whole life. But when I met my mother, she contacted me because I was in the Navy and found me in the Navy, and then we started a relationship after that. And had 3 sisters with her after me, and then the Jackie Wilson thing started because of Bruno Mars' father gave me a job in Hawaii with the Love Notes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been singing.
Wow.
And when Bruno Mars's dad, Pete Hernandez, offered me the job with Love Notes, of course, Bruno was 6 years old at the time, but he was in the show.
He was in the show.
He was playing Elvis.
Funny.
But for that, after that, then everything kind of took off, because once my hair grew and I lost weight, because I was 200.
You lost weight?
I was 240 when I got out of the Navy.
How did you do that? How did you lose the weight? Did you just drop off, or?
When I got that first check from the Love Notes.
Oh, you got the first note. They said, you better lose some weight.
5 days of working, and I got the money I got. I was like blown away. I was like, huh? So I was all in after that. And then plus I loved being on stage. I didn't know I loved it. I never knew I loved it.
You never knew?
Because I was working as an engineer in the Navy.
And you didn't sing, you didn't
I sung in
sing.
Everybody said I was singing in my workspace.
Oh.
Because people was like, shut up, shut up,
that's how
I was
Michael.
like, screw you, I was born in New York. I'm like,
You can't say screw in here.
But that's how Michael, he was working over at Tower Pizza or something?
I was at Tower Pizza in 1974.
And he was singing while he was cooking in the kitchen.
And I'm in the back in the singing. I'm just going, Didi do gelo stavo gambarozza, di diablo do davandosi. Shut up!
That's what I would get. I would get that.
Not them guys.
I would get that.
Not them guys. Them guys would shoot you. They said, keep singing, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I met those guys. Trust
you met
me.
those guys.
They're still here.
Yeah, they're still
Their
around.
grandkids are
Wow.
running
So it
now.
says, in addition to channeling the sound of his famous father, the soulful R&B singer's impressions include Sam Cooke, Stevie Wonder, and Little Richard. This is only going to be $15.
Right.
for this show at Sam's Town,
Right.
and this is Friday, and we're gonna go see the show.
You're in.
What about
He's afterwards. T Fox is playing at 10 o'clock.
not T Fox?
Oh, what? Who? What?
Peter
Where?
Pavone. He's got the thing $15. Wasn't that the same
It's not
thing?
the same day though.
No, that's a different day. That's next
okay.
Friday.
Yeah.
And that's cool because he just
Yeah,
came
Peter's
on
cool.
the other day,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he said he was going to be doing it next. And it's the day before our WEMA event on Saturday, which is the
Okay.
13th of December.
Okay.
And my birthday.
Happy birthday.
My birthday
Happy
celebration.
birthday
You
to
Capricorn
you.
or- Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, yeah.
We need to ask-
What are you?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you?
We need to ask the Grosso,
Yeah.
honey.
He's July 8th.
I was
Wow,
wondering-
July
We need to-
6th.
Yeah.
Are you really?
They're like
Yeah.
your brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, we're brothers. We're in the men's room together. We're brothers,
What I
brothers.
tell you,
Let
I'm
me tell
a
you.
big Italian food fan, and I never knew that my father was. So every time I travel, I meet people in different places like Jersey, New York, California, and he has an Italian mama everywhere that used to cook for him.
Really?
Oh,
So
my
they come to the
gosh.
show and says, "I used to cook for your father. He loves Italian food. He loves the pizza ball. He loves this."
Bobby, you ever
and
tell
it
him-
goes into this long story. I'm like, "Oh,
Did he have
but
Italian?
I said,
Does
I
he have
love
Italian
Italian food.
heritage or anything like that?
I don't know. I
It's
don't
just
know.
that it's just that he
we
loves
chop
Italian
suey.
food.
You know, I know we got
Chop
French.
suey.
We got everything in us.
So I tell him the story about when we were in Atlantic City, you and me.
Tell them the story about Atlantic
You
City.
sure, Bobby?
I don't remember.
Bobby.
but tell me.
Bobby. As everybody know, are you full black or are you mixed with something?
I'm mixed with a lot of stuff.
He says he's chop suey.
I'm
All
chop
right.
suey.
Well,
See, we call
I'm
him Heinz
Italian. I'm
57.
100% Italian. My father, my
100%,
grandfather,
100%.
100%.
I'm
Well,
Italian by injection. But
All right.
anyway.
You? No, my God, don't say that. No, I'm only kidding.
Wait.
So when he
I
made
thought
Bobby and
But I
I,
give injections. I push it say that.
Okay.
but you're half black and half whatever.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I don't even know if I'm half
a
black.
third or a 14th.
I don't even know if I'm half.
14th.
What's that? Well, you
So
look Italian.
my mom is half Blackfoot Indian and French.
Oh yeah, because you have the high cheekbones.
Yeah. So and then my dad is
Well,
Cherokee.
I
and
got to
everything
tell
else,
you
so-
something. It's not embarrassing, but it's funny.
Atlantic City.
We're in Atlantic City.
Yeah,
me and Bobby.
we're going right through our break here.
We're
Yeah.
going. Okay, I can tell you after the break.
No, go ahead.
So Bobby and I, we're on the Wool Women Bridge.
We'll catch up at
And
the
we're
house.
driving, and the car. Remember when the car broke? It runs out of gas. So Bobby and I get out of the car, and we're walking over to the bridge. We're on a bridge. People are driving by, and you say to me, "I gotta go to the bathroom."
Oh, boy, I
Remember
know
that
this
day?
one. Yeah.
I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "No." I said, "Can't you hold?" He said, "Mike, I'm gonna twinkle on my pants. I gotta go." I said, "I gotta go too." So we're over there. Me and him. We're facing towards the water. We're on the bridge.
Which way's the wind blowing?
Well, thank God the wind was blowing south. And Bobby says to me, he says, "Mike," he said, "this water's sure cold." I said, "Yeah, Bob, it's deep too."
I knew it was coming.
Maybe we need a break. If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show
All
with
in
Chef
Atlantic
Michael.
City.
You know, they always talk about
Oh,
guys,
my God. The
comparing.
Mighty
and here
Swords,
you are.
they're
Italians,
So we'll
man.
be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
Yeah, that was deep, that water.
Recipes, more fun. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. You know, I was just, it's funny, this Xenogen. I picked it up at Peter Anthony's new salon over there, Urban Revolution, it's on Hualapai and Flamingo. It's actually just a little bit past the corner there. And you go south on Hualapai past Flamingo, and it's right there on the left side, which is the east side. Anyway, I dropped over there and I picked these up, and it's a treatment for men and a conditioner. But you know, the interesting thing, we were just talking on the break with Bobby, and he said there's other products, that they're advertising on TV late at night and stuff for you to get. But this is really a great product, and what it does is it's stimulating. First of all, it's cleaning the pores, because a lot of what men are going through is that their pores have gotten clogged through the years, blah blah blah, or something's happened to them, like a stroke. Even a stroke, or some kind of health issue where their hair just stopped growing so much. But this is re-stimulating that area of the head and getting it regenerated and getting it started again. Mm-hmm. And people are having regrowth of their hair and noticing a big difference. Who was it that we saw, Michael, that said he had done that? Was it Oh gosh, I forget who it was now. Don't tell him. But so anyway,
David Letterman's hair grew back.
David Letterman.
Did you notice his hair? It's completely grown.
So this is really good. And Dad, my dad, who years and years ago had a transplant. Did the transplant thing, and almost died on the operating table. Anyway, but now he's thinning in other areas. So he said, like, if he uses this will help. In those areas where it was thinning out and stuff. So anyway. I just want to get Peter Anthony on the phone here. Peter Anthony Wynn from Urban Revolution. Yes. Anyway, what, Bobby?
Where do we get that?
You get it at Urban Revolution on Hualapai, and it's just south of I got to get the address, but it's just south of Flamingo. And I'll get you his phone number for you to call him and set up a time because he's a great guy.
Awesome.
Yes, Michael.
Nothing.
Are we going to hear about a recipe today?
Yeah.
Did you have one in mind?
Yeah.
I know you tried to make the pizzelles the other day,
great.
And the whole idea was that I would do the baking and he would do the cooking, the chefing. I
just wanted to try it.
And so then the other night when Alex was there with some of his family, he says, "Oh, I'm going to try the pizzelles," and he did.
Good.
Yeah.
I gave them to take home. They were really delicious.
But you didn't put powdered sugar on them. I put powdered sugar.
Well, I forgot to put the baking powder in. See, when you
and he forgot to put the baking powder in. But besides that, they were good. They were a little chewy, They kind of bent.
Anyway. New Year's
His meatballs are much better.
Anyway, New Year's Eve, the Grossos invited us to a big bash.
A big bash.
Big bash.
A big bash at the Grossos.
Yeah, I said, how many people? He said 3.
300.
No, it says banker.
Carl said no more big parties after your birthday
after
party.
my birthday, he wouldn't talk to me for like 4 months.
I know, there was like 400 people there.
4 months he wouldn't talk to me.
Not
I
really.
wasn't invited.
But it felt like it was. But you're invited to my birthday party, so I hope you can come Saturday the 13th
I'm
of
not
December.
Here.
You're not here?
I leave.
You're not going to fly back just for me? Oh.
I would love to. I leave
Where'd you go?
for Saturday morning for Santa Cruz, Spain.
Oh, can I go to Spain? Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Spain
the lady in Spain.
I haven't
The
been to
fellas
Santa
go wild.
Cruz. I was
The
in
lady in
Marbella.
Spain.
I was in Marbella and Malaga.
Yeah, that's nice.
Costa del Sol and Barcelona.
Barcelona, yeah, I'm going there. Barcelona.
Are you going to be performing over there?
Just meeting as a cruise ship tour, so I'm hopping on 3 different ships.
Singing though, performing?
Doing my show, yeah.
Oh, really? A cruise ship tour? You actually go to different ones in a series? How many? How many
3
weeks?
ships over the next.
But how many weeks?
2 weeks.
Oh, so you go
the next 2
3
weeks.
days and 3 days and
3 or 4 days per ship, 1 show.
Oh, that's great. I
music.
love that. What is that, John Styles behind the camera? What did you want to say?
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa.
Columbus.
And the Titanic.
He wouldn't let me on the doggone
right?
ship.
Anyway.
Sing, boy, sing.
No, that's great. So, Chef Michael, what were you going to give us a recipe for?
I was at Smith's today, and one of the girls said to me.
One of the girls?
She said,
Which girl?
Ladies,
Which girl? I want to know.
Selma Goldfarn. She said to me.
What does she look like?
She's a 12 sandwich eating woman. That when she goes to a bar.
But I know that's what you love, so.
That's true. I like a fat girl.
He's trying to make me into one.
When you go into a bar, she's a 2-stooler. Okay, so.
Whoa.
A 2-staller.
2-stooler.
Hey, am I going to need protection?
A stooler. Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
2-stooler.
I think I'm going to need protection between these 2.
Yeah.
We have a lot
Protection.
listen.
We were talking about protection yesterday.
Yes. And my Uncle Frank called me from New York.
Was that the day before yesterday when Peter Pavone was
Well, the holidays are here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited because now I'm starting to get them.
Happy holidays.
Can I say something, please?
Go ahead. I'm just giving you some background music.
Background music.
Well, we have background music, but now we lost the internet.
Yeah, well, why? You lost the internet. I lost my internet this morning, too.
I always have music for you.
Can we find it?
Can't
What
find
happened
it?
to
Oh,
it?
that's terrible. Anyway,
I'm dreaming of a black Christmas. Black Christmas.
yeah.
How do you get a black Christmas?
Oh,
The
what you mean,
snow
what?
turns
No
black.
snow.
Oh, I know how you go to Chicago or New York.
Yeah,
Anyway,
no snow.
Anyway,
because of the cars driving by and the snow gets black after it's been there
It
on
gets
the
very
ground
black.
for a while. I know.
Yeah, and it
People
gets
say
all
to
on your
me-
car and messes your car up. I hate it.
people said to me today at Smith's, do you ever get a chance to say anything with Sandy Kastel?
Hey, what are you talking about?
I said,
Usually
my
it's you.
conversation
Isn't she
started.
your like wife? So that means no.
A wife.
Wife.
Why would I want to be a wife?
Why do I want to be a husband?
Okay, so I'm reading my magazine here.
Yeah, you better.
Says Sandy Kastel is not a wife. Oh, okay, got it.
Well,
I'm a single woman, not living single.
Right. And I'm a single man, unfortunately living single. Well, I'm at the age now when a girl says no, I'm grateful.
Well, you know what?
Anyway,
you know what they say when you get older. You have these old couples, and they're like, "Well, how come you're not married?" Well, we've been together 30 years. And well, how come you're not married? Well, because we make more money. We get more tax breaks. We get
do?
Our insurance. Yeah, there's some tax breaks.
there's
and
people
stuff
that we
get.
know,
Yeah.
friends of ours, that are together 35
They
years
do
and they're not
get
married.
and they're still
I
together.
thought you get tax breaks when you are married.
No, the guy
I don't
gets
know.
it.
I don't know.
The girl gets to.
The girl
it's
gets
not
nothing.
the
She gets
paper.
a shaft.
I don't know if it's the paper. I don't know if it's the paper, the pen, or the ink that makes it change.
Even if she does sign a prenup.
But
anyway.
but marriages, and it's the truth.
Marriage is a
with-
blessed thing,
It's a
isn't
blessed
it?
thing.
Yes,
it's
it's
not. Let me
wonderful.
tell you something. Marriage don't make. I seen guys that go down to the aisle.
You know,
they
marriage
sign
is
the
for when you're
paper
having
and
kids,
they
you know,
turn
if you
around
wanna
and
have
they got the
children. That's really
lagomadas on
important.
the side. You know what I mean? So that don't mean nothing.
I have
That's
two
my
boys.
wife.
They're grown. So
Yeah, boys.
Two boys. They're grown.
Do they have girlfriends or wives?
No, they got girlfriends, but no wives.
Do they have children?
No children.
No
you're not a
Smart
yet?
father
boys.
yet?
Smart boys.
Smart boys.
One,
Well, let me
one is 30, one is 19.
Oh,
My
good.
son's 45.
And they both said they don't want to share their life yet.
I'm Aunt
good
Sandy.
boys.
I missed out on having children because, not everybody gets to have children, even though they want to have them. But I am Aunt Sandy, which is great because I get to borrow the kids
And send 'em back home.
spoil them,
Yeah.
and send them back home.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And anyway, once they turn 12, they're out of there. They're on their own.
Right.
They want their own friends. They don't want to have anything
I looked
to do with
at.
the
I
parents.
was at a restaurant and there was a guy walked in with his little kid. She was an infant, and I said, "Oh, the baby!" And I was going, "How pretty the little baby!" How
That's what he
pretty."
does when
I
he
did
sees
all
a cute
the
little dog or a
How
cute
pretty.
little child.
And I said
How
to the
pretty.
guy, I said to the guy, I says, "Well, you better hold on to that kid because someday you're gonna have to give her up to somebody you don't know." And the guy turned around and he looked at me. He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "As the years go by,
Yeah,
you'll
another
understand.
18, another
you raise
16
them,
years,
you
whatever.
raise them, and then you got to give them up,
Right.
and you hope to God that the person who they marry or go out with, they don't beat them up or cheat on them or treat them lousy."
Well, that's going to happen.
Bobby, I love your pictures here
All right.
on
Thank you.
this. Well, we never got the recipe, Michael. We're waiting for the recipe. If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. We're going to take a very, very quick pause because we're trying to do it on the half hour. Anyway, we'll be right back with Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Yay!
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Chef Michael, please. We're sitting here with Bobby
We're
Brooks
waiting
Wilson.
for that recipe.
And Bobby Wilson, he has a song that's number 10 on the Hot
No,
AC
not number
chart.
10.
Number 10.
Yeah, baby.
And we're looking
And-
for it to go higher.
And he's got another song that he's nominated for a Grammy for what? The
I'm
Hot-
on the ballot for the Grammys 2015.
So-
I Can't Love You Anymore, which was a single that went number 10.
Oh, my gosh.
In October.
Yeah.
So we're moving.
Right. So
Moving, grooving.
moving, grooving. So what kind of recipe do you have going along with him shooting to the top of the Hot AC chart?
Yeah,
Michael?
how about that?
Me and Bobby were talking about Viagra.
They're always comparing
on
notes.
the break. And, I love
He said
that.
he had a stiff neck.
No, I took Viagra stuck on my throat. I got a stiff neck.
That's what he said.
For a
But
week.
it's funny because
For a week.
Because it's funny that you turn around and the commercial says, if you take Viagra and you have an erection for more than 4 hours, call your doctor. Well, if I did that, I wouldn't call my doctor. I would say to the girl, call some of your friends over.
All of them. Call all of them.
Oh, Michael, you're really cruising for a bruising.
Anyway, earlier today,
If you weren't single before, you're single now.
That's all right. I got all them old bags coming after me. But
That's
they got
right.
money.
That's
But
right. They got money.
Hey, I had a whole
Hey,
bag
baby,
tell
let me
that.
tell you something. I'm good. Let me tell you something. I'm good in every room, not just in one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me tell you what's going on. I came in earlier, and John Stiles, you know how much we love John Stiles, who's our
John
cameraman.
Stiles. He brought my high heels.
He brought his high
I
heels.
heard about him in high heels.
And John
anyway,
says, "I am proud to be a
He wore them on his
cross-dresser."
ears.
And he's trying to get Brian to do that, but the kid
Ryan.
but he wants his flip flops on.
But maybe Ryan wants to use his pseudonym, Brian.
So anyway, John says to me today, he said, "Mike, I want that real Philadelphia cheesesteak."
on.
Let me tell you how I make my cheesesteak.
Philadelphia cheesecake.
Okay,
oh my
now-
gosh, it is so good. I'm hungry.
He's leaving again.
No, please.
Please give us a recipe.
Okay. I
Please.
happen to have a professional slicer at home that was my birthday gift from
And
Sandy.
who got that for you?
You did, sweetheart.
That's right. And why did I get it for you?
Because I busted your hump for to get me
That's
one.
right.
All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now, many people don't have a professional slicer at home, but if you go to Smith's, they will slice it for you.
Where do you go in Smith's?
Well, you can go to Mike. See Mike in the back because those guys got
Mike the butcher.
Mike the butcher, and say, Mike, I want this as thin, paper thin as you possibly can. The best piece of meat to use, ladies and gentlemen, is filet mignon. I'm serious. You get and I said this before, John. You get your pan. You add a little bit of oil. Okay. You put your onions on the pan.
What oil?
Okay. Well, not olive oil. I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
Okay. Regular canola oil, the lightest oil you can possibly find.
Okay.
You don't want a heavy oil. Okay.
Right.
And you coat the pan, and then as your onions are frying.
Kroger's has a brand of canola oil. Did you
Yes.
know that? Yes.
Excellent.
I cook. That's why I asked.
And you get a pound or half a pound of filet mignon, okay, and you put it over the onion. You add your salt and your pepper. As the onion is frying, remember the steak is on top of the onions.
That sounds good.
The juice comes through, and then you flip it. Because one thing about filet mignon, you can never hurt that piece of meat. You can have it rare, medium rare, extra well done. It'll melt in your mouth. When it's done, you get just a loaf of Italian bread. You cut it in half. Take the inside of the bread out. Take the steak out with the onions. Add provolone cheese. Provolone cheese. 4 slices of provolone. Bake it in the oven for about 4 minutes, just so the bread can get crispy and the provolone can melt. And I'm telling you something, ladies and
That
gentlemen,
sounds really
you
good.
tasted a Philadelphia cheesesteak.
I'm hungry.
That is
Yeah, we're
to
going
die for.
afterwards.
Where we
That
going?
is my recipe.
I want some
my
of that.
recipe for today.
That sounds really good. And I'm starving.
Yeah. It's a little expensive for the filet mignon, but I'm going to tell you something.
But it's worth it.
It's worth it. If you're going to get a sandwich.
Well, how many sandwiches can you make out of a regular filet mignon? A couple of sandwiches?
The average is 8 ounces. 8 ounces to a
One of
sandwich.
those?
That's a lot of
so
meat.
that's a lot of meat. So you're
8
putting
ounces.
actually
8
the
ounces.
whole filet in there, basically.
Well, you get a little bit more
Well,
than-
6 ounce. Yeah, you do a 6 ounce.
But
yeah.
you're shaving it. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say to you?
Yeah.
Now, on the
Right.
slicer that we have, that's what
This
you really need.
Big one.
Yeah, it's the professional slicer that
Wow.
that we have, and I very seldom use it. But Sandy and I were looking at another home, and I said, "Sandy, do whatever you want to the house. The only thing I'm interested in is the kitchen. You know, I want 4 ovens because we do a lot of and we do a lot of partying. You know,
Right.
2 refrigerators.
2 refrigerators,
Wow.
2 stoves.
2 stoves.
Wow.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
I just want to know when you're cooking so I can come.
Yeah, well,
love
we're
to have
going to
you.
let you know.
Yeah,
You always- I love that.
I'm a big eater. My lady, she's a Italian fan as well, which I didn't know. It was kind of funny. So
Oh, that's cool.
I love Italian food. But I was telling you, my dad has all these Italian mamas all over the place.
Really?
And it's amazing because he's like, oh, he loves this, he loves the meatballs.
But not the way we would think.
Well,
If
731.
they cook the Italian food for him.
Yeah, they cook. They come in. You know, they got instead of staying in. You know, in those days they couldn't stay in hotels.
Right.
So they would stay in people's houses. And so
We're talking about the blacks. The
yeah,
blacks
the black.
are not allowed- right.
And so he had Italian mamas everywhere, and
Yeah.
they would cook for him and everything. And it was just crazy to run across these people and say, "Your dad loves Italian food. I don't know if you like Italian food." I
Well,
said,
for those
"Oh,
out
that's
there, when he
crazy."
said Italian mamas, he meant to say that they cooked for him.
Right.
That's what I said.
Because expressions today, because that's an Italian mama. Because I had a girl once called me daddy, and Sandy went nuts.
Yeah, we won't mention any names, but but she's adorable and cute.
And she was my
petite.
ex-girlfriend. Anyway,
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh wait, and so, you know, when you mentioned filet mignon, I was thinking about the meal that we had last night at Tuscany Grill.
were
yeah,
I talked about it
it's
earlier.
right up
Yeah.
the street from where I
and,
live.
and that's
I'm
right
going
up
to
the
go over
street.
there.
So we got to go to Tuscany Grill, and
Yeah.
Lou and Jerry and Mike. You know, Jerry wasn't there last night because they gave him a night off, but they saved a piece of prime rib for me. So Lisa Grosso, when I shared it, you know, but it was
And that
it was
was
2 big, huge
humongous.
pieces, and I'm like, that was a half a
hell's
piece,
that?
you know, and it was beautiful. I had a big baked potato and everything.
You guys are making me so hungry.
Yeah, yeah, and then let's see, Alex Yanko, he had the veal chop, which is excellent. We had some appetizers. We had the calamari. We had the shrimp that was made with the cream sauce.
it was delicious.
Oh my gosh, it
great.
was so good. And then of course we ended the meal with
the cheesecake.
the cheesecake.
Oh,
We
my
shared a piece.
God.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. And Carl had the osobuco. right?
Yeah.
And Kim had the salmon. Salmon was excellent.
Salmon was excellent.
So yeah,
it's nice to go to a place.
You know, they're
To
great
go to a place,
food.
and that's the closest thing to homemade cooking. And I'm telling you, one thing about Jerry, the chef, and I commend him as a chef. And he's no soup can. Trust me, this guy is no joke. And this kid taught his staff because he wasn't there. I mean, and here's the best part: every time I go eat there, the food is consistent. It's never saying, "Well, last time I had that," and that's the cook.
Yeah, we were talking about. Sometimes you go to a restaurant and they're inconsistent. You have one thing there and it's really good, and then the next time you go, it's not so good, and then you have a shellfish dish, maybe it's not. When we go to the Tuscany Grill, every single time we go, every single person, and we were performing over there on Wednesday nights, and everybody that was having food there, they just loved it. And the staff.
What's the cross street?
The staff. It's right past Sierra Ridge.
Oh my God, that's right in my neighborhood.
Sierra
Crescent Ridge.
Is that right before the Anthem split?
Yeah. Right.
It's just north.
Just
of that,
north.
About a mile.
Oh, okay.
It's really easy to find.
on the way.
On the west side.
And
On the west side,
their
yeah.
staff is so amazing, and everybody they're just happy to take care of you, and
They're the
they've got a
best.
wonderful staff, and and then they also, if you wanted to go to the bar afterwards or something, have another cocktail, Mike's there, and then they also have an outdoor section where they have heaters up there if you want to sit out and have a cigarette or a cigar or something.
Or chew tobacco and
chew tobacco,
spit on
whatever.
someone's shoe.
So and they're just the best guys.
You
And
die for that.
this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, our TV show, Chef Michael goes in the kitchen with Jerry, the chef over at Tuscany Grill, and they make two different marcellas.
Sandy, how many times
chicken
are we on?
marcellas?
How many times are we on
You're
Friday?
on 5 times on Saturday, 5 or 6 times on Sunday,
Wow.
and you got to go to the Facebook page. Go to our Sandy Kastel and Friends Facebook page,
Right.
and you'll see the listing of all the channels that we're on. Okay, it's
Wow.
17.1, 24 point, I don't know. It's all these different channels, 47.5 and 6, and we're on at 9 and 9:30 and 12 and 12:30 and midnight.
Right.
I know
Awesome.
those times at least.
Yeah,
There's Bruce Garrett. Hey, Bruce, how you doing?
Hey, Bruce.
We saw him peek his head in there.
It's the
Hey,
commander.
Come on in, come on in.
It's the commander.
Hey, come here, Bruce. This is Bruce
It is the commander. Yes,
It's the commander.
Yes, how are you?
Just fine. Just got back from this gorgeous
Yeah, we
2-day
missed
vacation.
you.
Where'd you go?
Vacation.
Oh, I took a road trip for 10 days across the United States.
You didn't see our television. You came out great.
Oh, yeah, you're on the
You
show.
were on the show.
Yeah,
I
you were
missed
making
it.
it.
You missed it.
Oh, you telling me live
But you
on the
can see
radio?
it on
Oh, my
YouTube. You
goodness.
can
But
see
I'm
it
gonna-
on YouTube.
Right, but it's on YouTube. We can
It
look
says Sandy
yourself.
Kastel and Friends
Right.
Thanksgiving special.
You can count. Quick
Yes.
as I get out of here, I'll be right
You
there.
gotta
Y'all
check it
sound
out.
good this morning.
Thank you.
very much.
We are happy and healthy.
happening, man?
and
I'm
we
good,
got
man.
Bobby
How you
Brooks
doing?
with us.
Great.
to see
You
you.
did rocking for Christmas.
This,
along
this
the
is a
rest.
black thing,
Hey,
folks.
Bruce.
I'm right in the middle of these two.
Bruce.
These two Mama Lukes.
Nice Oreo.
I know you have him on your show again, but you should have him on again because he's at number 10 right now on the Hot AC chart.
With
his
higher and
single.
higher.
I
I
love
know.
that song.
Yeah. That's
How's it
higher and
go?
higher.
Love the song.
Your love is lifting me high.
Love it.
Let me
Do
hear
we
it.
have it? Do we have it?
Yes, we have it. Thank you.
Do we have it?
How you gonna make me
Your
sing this early in the morning?
Is lifting me higher.
Yeah,
than I've
baby.
ever been lifted
Everything was
before.
great. So the TV show, what time is
Oh,
that?
you
Is that stuff out
love
here? Every
9, 9:30, 12, 12:30, midnight, and it's on all these channels.
weekly?
Yeah, it's on Saturdays
Saturday
and
and
Sundays.
Sunday. Oh.
And starting soon, we don't have a date yet. Starting soon, we are going to be on at 8 p.m. Monday through Friday.
5 days a week.
5 days a week on this channel. Yeah, we'll give you all that information. That's coming soon, probably January.
You're looking good, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, so we're so
Hey, cool.
excited.
Nice round of applause, everybody, for Bruce Garrett.
Yeah.
Woo! Get out of here. Yeah, Bobby. I'm down with it here.
All right, we've got Bobby Brooks Wilson, and which song is this? It's Your Love Has Lifted Me
The
Higher.
one that's
At
the
number
one that's
10?
on the chart. Yep.
Hot AC.
AC.
At your side forevermore. You know your love, it keeps on lifting higher, higher and higher. You know your love, oh yeah, keep on lifting me higher and higher. Once I was downhearted, just
Wilson, number 10 on the Hot AC chart. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And also, congratulations on being nominated for
the second single, which was I Can't Love You Anymore.
Right.
For this year's Grammy 2015 coming up.
All right, is that going to be in January?
Coming in January.
What date is that going to be on?
I have no idea.
Okay.
They haven't told us yet because we're still waiting on the voting process to go through.
Okay.
So if you're a voting member out there, vote for me.
I'm a Grammy
vote
member.
for me,
so
and I'll set you free.
You know, before I forget anything, there's a special person I want to say a special thank you to.
Okay, can you do it in like 10 seconds?
Yeah, his name is John Lindquist.
Oh, John Lindquist, the voice of
KLAV. John, one thing about John.
And also of Sandy Kastel and Friends' new TV show.
Right. So, John, this is a special shout out to you. My opinion, it's a pleasure and an honor to have someone of your quality, announce, because you are absolutely the last of the true great announcers. So we wish you a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I hope you stay with KLAV Radio. And I want to tell you something, John, you'll always have a special place in my heart and Sandy's heart because you are a wonderful man, a good individual, and God will bless you for the things that you do on this earth. Trust me when I'm telling you. So thank you, John Lindquist.
And that was over 10 seconds, but that's okay because we love John Lindquist.
That's right.
And if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael and Bobby Brooks Wilson today. We'll be right back.
Morning Brighter. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael.
How you doing?
Anyway, we were talking on the break about, what'd you say, Cox is down?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Cox is down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Michael, what did you say?
Nobody likes it when Cox is down.
Yeah.
Take Viagra.
Anyway, so yeah, we don't have any internet here. That's kind of weird. But Bobby, tell us a little bit more. Now, this Friday.
Friday's the show, 7:30. I got a couple special guests. Tomorrow night. A 75-minute show minimum. Got about a 12-piece band, which includes a couple singers, and got a couple special guests, Rich Rizzo and Susanna dancing.
Oh, that's
doing our Adagio number. And also
Adagio?
Yeah, is that the right word?
Adagio, yeah, they're doing an Adagio. Yeah, that's where he lifts her up and he
spins her and all kind of good stuff. Yeah. He looks like he's 20 years old when he's dancing.
I know, it's amazing.
And then I also had another special guest, Cameron. Cameron's a young dancer. He's only 21 years old, and he won on So You Think You Can Dance. He lives here in Las Vegas.
Oh my gosh, we got to get him on the show.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and he's doing commercials all over America right now.
Yeah, I wish I would have known. We'd have had these people on. You should have let us know. We would have had him as our guest.
Well, that's okay. We got him on.
We got you on.
Yeah.
We love you, pal.
You know, Cameron, he's taken off. You know, it's like I say, he's a 21-year-old kid. He's great. So he's taken off, and so I definitely connect you guys.
Sure.
And so I have them on. So and I got some great singers. I got Ty Lewis and Karen Denise. Singing with me. So
she's great.
It's going to be great. I mean, it's going to be a party. It's not,
how much is it to get in?
It's like $250 a seat and $1,000 for the
Sounds
VIP.
like my party.
Yeah. No, it's only $15.
$15.
I think it's open seating. I'm not sure.
It says from $15, so maybe they have some seats.
They may have some VIP
we have
seats.
What are we going to sit in the back? What are
No.
I sit in the back of the bus.
I got you guys in a very, very special place.
He's got us behind
back of
the
the bus.
stage, behind the band, in the back.
It's a very special place.
Yeah, we get to watch it on this TV screen, the little monitor. Yeah. This big.
We're doing great stuff over there, man. They're doing great stuff.
Bobby, we're proud of you because, it's great to see people like yourself and guys like T. Fox and Monique Brewster. And Peter Pavone, David DeCosta, all these guys. Great entertainers, man. I'm proud of you. That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to fight, go all the way with it. Your first impression's your last. Trust me.
That's what I was told.
Who is your manager?
Well, my manager's a guy from Nashville named Tony Mantor. He's the guy that put this whole album thing together. But the producer of the show is Ed Matthews.
Oh, yeah, Ed.
Ed's producing the show, and he and I are together are partners. So it should be a lot of fun.
Now, is Ed the son or the father?
Of
There's two Matthews.
Okay, Ed is the father.
The father. Okay, so Ed's doing it.
Ed is.
I get confused.
Yeah, Ed came from big recording industry. He was like a big wheel, RCA.
And he
MCA,
started that at Sam's Town and over at Suncoast.
Is that the little guy we met that day?
That's his son. That's his son.
No, the son is
Philip. Yeah. We met the son. He met the son.
You met
he
Philip.
didn't meet Ed.
No.
But now they have one out in Mesquite, I think, too, right? That they're doing.
They have a show everywhere. They are everywhere now.
Well, thank you so much, Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Thank you, Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Thank you for having me on Saturday.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. And,
You got it, big guy.
And you guys, whoever
And
you are.
we'll see you tomorrow night at Sam's Town. And what time is that show?
So the show time is 7:30. 7:30 sharp.
PM.
That's right. No CP time.
We could ask the Grossos, but they're always late.
And no
Yeah,
CP
right,
time, no
Carl's
IT
sitting there
time.
going, yeah. Sandy's always running on Sandy time. We know who's late. Anyway, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and you never know what to expect here on our show. We're also going to be here on YouTube this afternoon after 3 o'clock. Check us out. And we'll be on TV this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Check out our dates on Sandy Kastel and Friends. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Ciao, you
Ciao.
dirty son of a...
The fun I've